Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Daytona. Oh, I got an echo. Hold on. There we go. The Florida Growers 250 here, WFO Racing Network. Tonight is our final night, Brazy, on a Tuesday night for season 13.
Been a great season. Been a good season.
There's an. You got. Well, yeah, but now I can't get in trouble because I didn't swear. I was talking about the dam that holds water.
I see.
The damn dam.
That doesn't apply to the chat.
I guess it's all on how you look at it. Anyway, we got 20 cars on the track tonight. We'll be back with the start of the race right after this.
So high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now? Turn it up. Hey, are you ready for this? Oh, I can see my name under big lights. It sure looks good to me. I'm coming up now, I'm ready for the big time. I'm gonna be hard to beat. Oh, I'm a hard act to follow, got a big reputation. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. You ain't seen nothing like this now. Let me hear your hands clap. It's my time, I'm back on my feet now. I'm taking on the world. I never miss a beat, that's the way I roll. You can watch me doing it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. I can feel it coming. Can you feel it coming? You got one life, come on, take hold of it, that's right. Now don't let go of it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. Are you ready for this?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome. Welcome to Daytona for the Florida Growers 250. I am your host, Jedman, strolling along with my buddy partner. What's up, buddy partner? Sir Brazen
What's
Bull.
up, everybody, and DMS. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. And I am sure, I'm almost positive you got some track facts for us.
I do. I got lots of them actually tonight too, but
Wow.
we can cut them short if need be.
Okay.
So, obviously, we're in Daytona Beach, Florida.
No.
Yes.
Shocker.
Shocker, right? Speedway officially opened February 22nd, 1959. It was built by NASCAR founder. It was built by NASCAR founder William Bill France Sr. The track is 2.5 miles long. It is a tri-oval shape, and it features 31 degree on the corner and 18s on the straightaways.
You know what that means, right? You know what 31 degrees on the corners and 18 on the straightaways means, right?
Means the brakes aren't going to get used much tonight.
You be hauling ass. Are we past that moment? Oh, yeah. 7 minutes. We're good.
Special note for Vern, safety innovations at this track. Speedway has been at the forefront of implementing safety features, including safer barriers and catch fences. Perfect for Vern testing.
I was just going to say that. You know, I think they had Vern in mind when that happened. What is up, RGC? I think you're seeing some action tonight. Cars are handling in traffic. Oh, nice. What's up, Ivan? How you doing? Oh, yeah, we're definitely in. We've got 20 cars on the track. TJ Lee is going to be in with us. John Sanu, Kyle Stewart, Michael Mitchell. Garrett Helminger is going to be here tonight. Nick Hunt, Dakota Floyd, Vern Bradley, Brian Miskill, Jr., Tommy Haynes, Michael McCulley, Ivan Jones, Rick Fergone, Travis Smith, Paul Patterson, Ray Chess Jr., Richard Holland, Burt Wilson, Roy Hyde, and last but not least, Lance Yancey. I'm going to be joining us tonight. Isn't that fantastic, man? A big old field.
Helmlinger.
What?
Helmlinger.
That's what I said.
Sure.
Wow. His name is like fourth or fifth, and you waited it all the way until I was done to
I
correct
didn't want
me.
to interrupt your flow.
You never mind.
You normally get mad when I interrupt your flow, so I let you go through the flow and
Moi get mad?
yes.
I don't believe it. There we go. Look at that. We got the 86 out there right now. He's doing some qualifying laps. Kyle Stewart is also out on the track. Dakota Floyd doing his qualifying. Vern Bradley, Brian Miskill, Michael McCulley, Ivan Jones. Okay, that was a little fast. Travis Smith is also out there. And Roy Hyde. What do we got? TJ Lee has not hit the track. Waiting for some times to post.
So speaking of qualifying, the fastest NASCAR track speed for qualifying. Guess where you think it is. Guess what speed? We'll give you, like, a
2:12.
10 You're actually a lot closer than I thought you'd be. 210.364.
Yeah, see? I'm not just another pretty face.
Done in 1987.
Well, Ivan
Bill
Jones is
Elliott.
posting a 50.59. John Sanu posting a 50.53 or 54. So I was right, 210.3. So I was off by what? 1.7. Travis Smith just put a time up of 50.46, only to be beat immediately by Brian Miskell at 50.42. Brian Miskell is sitting on the pole right now. Travis Smith second. Let's see. Who else we got? Vern Bradley.
Just jumped up.
Yeah, Vern Bradley posting a 50.45. Ivan Jones at 50.452. Garrett Helmlinger, 51.191. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. Oh, there we go. What's that? What is that? Oh, I don't know.
Who do you think has the most wins at Daytona 500?
Well, I know it's not Dale Earnhardt Jr. I mean, Dale Earnhardt. Richard Petty.
You are correct.
I know I am. Because I'm a
7.
genius. You know, you'd be
And
better
actually-
off figuring that out.
Actually, so Dale Earnhardt Sr. does hold a record here and he's tied with Tony Stewart for the most wins across all events in Daytona,
Oh, really?
each with 34 victories.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with this frickin' camera guy.
You sleeping again?
Well, every time I go to switch something, he decides to go to sleep and put it on scenic view. See? Just like that. All right, there we go. Qualifying is done. Let's take a look at who qualified and where they qualified. Brazy, take it away.
All right, so your pole sitter is going to be Brian Miskell in first place in that 33. Vern Bradley's going to start second. Ivan Jones will be third. Travis Smith is going to be fourth. Kyle Stewart will be fifth. Roy Hyde's going to be sixth. Michael McCauley will be seventh. John Sanu is going to be starting eighth, sorry. Mike Mitchell is going to start ninth. Garrett Helmlinger is going to start 10th. Dakota Floyd will be 11th. Ricky Fagone is going to start in 12th. Richard Holland is going to start 13th. And I know there's a lot of guys that want him to stay back there. Nick Hunt is going to start on 14th. Tommy Haynes is going to start in 15th. Burt Wilson will be 16th. Lance Yancey will be 17th. TJ Lee is going to start 18th tonight. Ray Chess Jr. will start 19th. And Paul Lucky Dog Patterson is going to start 20th.
There we go. Those are the 20 cars that we have on the track tonight as they get grid lined up to come off the pit road. And there they go. Brian Miskell down at the bottom in the 33. Vern Bradley in the 14 up top. Travis Smith and Ivan Jones in the next row. Roy Hyde, Kyle Stewart, Michael McCulley, John Snoop. How are the volumes out there, peeps? think it's supposed. We gotta have it right around 40. There we go. I think. We're gonna go green, 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 and start it off right with a crank it up. Yeah. I mean, I wait for this race all year. What a perfect track for a season ending. Or season closing.
And it really could be anybody's win tonight.
It really can. It's really close this year.
Richard Holland has himself set up with a good 10-point lead, which is why I say everybody else probably wants him to stay back. But
Pace cars off the track. Green, green, green. Here we go. We are underway. WFO Racing Network here at Daytona. Weirs, man, I'll tell you what, that is a hell of a crank it up right there to start off the final race of the season. Brian Miskill Jr. came down and off and back on. Let's take a look at that and see what happened. Brian Miskill, oh my goodness, down on the bottom of the track on the infield. Not sure what happened there. Can't see if there's any fuel, but man, already down. Let's get back to it. All right, we got Michael McCauley out there in the lead. Kyle Stewart down inside. Johnson and Vern Bradley in the back there. In the next row, Travis Smith and Dakota Floyd. Right in behind, Mike Mitchell and Garrett Helminger. Vern Bradley getting right up in behind McCauley. Dakota dropping down. This is going to be a race of patience. Not really sure what happened, but Brian is back out on the track.
unfortunately, almost ready to be lapped.
And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in.
And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the track to be all by yourself in. And unfortunately, this is not the tra
As you can see, 1, 2, and 3, easily able to 4, easily able to get by. And here comes 5th and 6th. Not exactly the race I'm I don't think he was quite expecting that. Look at this. We got a draft on the bottom with Kyle Stewart and Dakota Floyd pushing towards the front. McCulley and Vern on the outside. Brian Misko's going to tuck in behind Vern Bradley. You know, Brian could get, if he could stay on the lead, if he could stay on this lap right here and get tucked in there just like he just did. I mean, lucky dog. Possibilities.
It is a possibility. However, we're going to need a caution for that to happen. So, what is your over under? Yes.
Well, the problem with over and under here at Daytona is if there's more than one, that means half the field is gone. Hey, look at that. Denise is in the house. What's going on? Good evening. And how?
What is going on, sir?
WFO is in the house himself. Isn't that nice? We got royalty in here tonight. Dakota Floyd, Kyle Stewart, Garrett Hemlinger, and John Sanu. Travis Smith is going to round off your top 5. Look at Kyle Stewart getting set up, trying to get some distance, knowing that if he gets in there, he may not be trying to pass him. He's just trying to create a gap and then slingshot. Would be my guess.
All right. 2 syllables. Well, 3. Helm.
Inger.
Like effing helm.
Effing helm. Inger. Helm
Linger.
Inger. Helmlinger. Helmlinger.
Oh, not jur.
Gur.
Linger.
Gur. Oh, Helmlinger.
There you go.
Helmlinger. 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 I don't know. Here we
This has
go.
been tonight's version of Hooked on Phonics with EMS.
Ain't nobody know what Hooked on Phonics is.
Well, if
That
they
was
don't, they can Google.
That was an 80s thing.
Well, it clearly didn't work for you.
A 90s thing, I mean. Ish. I don't know.
Well, I would explain it because you probably was too old for that then.
Well, what would you expect now? I mean, my goodness. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying you're too old for Hooked on Phonics.
Wow. Wow. Looks like that everybody is playing it safe tonight. They're all just going to single file this shit. Get their drafting partners before they do anything. Which makes sense considering we're only on lap 10 out of 90. Why throw away the baggage of apples with the water? Or the water with the bag of apples? Or the baby with the diaper? Or the
Or
diaper?
the blue elephant with the purple aliens.
Sure. Okay, nation.
What's up, Susan?
Oh, see, I already said hi to Susan.
I didn't hear you.
Shame on you. How dare you not say hi to Susan?
I heard you trying to say Helmlinger and Hooked on Phonics wasn't working for you.
Helmlinger. Oh, hey, DMS. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hey, Brazy. Oh, hey, DMS. Wow. See, I'm getting good at reading emotions in chat. Hey, Brazy. Oh, hey, DMS. Just an absolute second thought. Hellinger, I got to be honest, he's out. Garrett's been out there doing pretty good, keeping that third spot, keeping the distance in between second and fourth. Without a drafting partner here at Daytona, he's doing a damn good job. Meanwhile, look at Kyle Stewart right up on Dakota's donkey. Here, donkey. Get out of my swamp. And I ain't saying shit about that John Deere car tonight. Well, it sure is good to see Denise back and Hal in the chat. Jababo! Is it pink? Is what pink? Shame on you. Shame on you. Brian Misko is going to lap down, but he is trying. He is trying. He's on the outside of Garrett right there. He's going to tuck back in. He one step closer as he gets on by. Look at him. Look at him on the outside. Nobody there to follow him, which is surprising. I thought for sure somebody would get up there. Come on now, get up on that pony. Enough of this single file shit. I got to tell you, that's kind of impressive. Come on, Brian. I'm not rooting for anybody in particularly, but to get up there all by himself and then to try and get that lap back, I think Kyle Stewart doesn't realize he's a lap down. Trying to run a block on a lap car is like kind of like dating your sister. It just doesn't make sense.
Why of all of the analogies that are out there, is that the one you picked?
It's the first thing that came to my mind. It just, I don't really think about it. And unfortunately, my filter just doesn't work sometimes. Unfortunately, they there are power in numbers, and Brian's going to tuck back in there behind Johnson Hill. Well, there you go, Job. Now you've got two in your family, Daddy and your uncle. It was a crazy family reunion. Let's go ahead and take a look at the nose cam there on the front of Kyle Stewart. Kyle Stewart. Kyle Stewart trying to put up a little bit of Castro up his tailpipe, it looks like. Back of Dakota Floyd's. Oh, we're back into this now. Hey, that Mustang's just a tad bit, but you better back off. You see Brian Miskell on the outside. He's got help this time. Mike Mitchell's going to go with him.
Looking to go up and possibly join
Yep.
him for a second there.
John's new tire to set. Oh, no! Yellow flag is out. Dakota Floyd able to get through that, but unfortunately for Kyle is not going to be able to say the same thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. Brian's on the outside. Man, I'm going to say, I have no idea, man. Let's see if we can.
That's going to be one of those game graphic ones.
Yeah, net coding or something, because it did not look like Kyle went up.
They went up a little, but they weren't touching. But
let's go ahead and see if we can get another look. No, okay, yeah. From that angle. Brian Miskell definitely had more than a quarter fender passed. Let's go ahead and let's take a look from the inside. Can we get a rear cam? How about you, cameraman? Can you get a rear cam? Yeah, looks like he drifted up. Looks like he drifted up, and unfortunately, wow, that is unforgiving. One more look at from camera one. 20 is going to drift up right in front of Brian Miskell, and that's that. Caution number one. Let's get back into live as everybody runs down and dives down into pit road. Everybody came in. Dakota's going to hit back out there. Yep. That's what it's looking like. We're going to show Rick Vergone. Josh Rick is going to be our leader. And Dakota Floyd will be starting on the outside of him. Mike Mitchell able to get through that wreck without, and we don't even have a 4 spot tonight. We don't even have a 4 spot. I didn't even say anything, Brazy. Let's make sure that we keep an eye on that 97 right there also. Travis Smith. So, while we've got a little bit of break there, Brazy, you want to go through a little bit of the points? What kind of scenarios we got going on?
Well, certainly. So, right now, Richard Holland has a 10-point lead. Our leader of the race right now is actually second. So between second and third, second and fourth, there's only a 3-point difference. Then there's a 9-point gap after that. And then the rest of the guys are all within about 10 points of each other also.
So you got 1 and 2. 1 and 2 over there. teammates.
Yes. And if Ricky were to finish in first, and Richard finished back about, I don't know, Richard would have to follow back a bunch of spots actually.
Yeah, well, we only got 20 spots. He can't fall back too much further. Let's see. Richard Holland currently sitting in 13th tonight.
Yeah, if he were to stay there, this race gets interesting. Because like I say, between Ricky, Roy Hyde, Brian Miskell, who is now not going to be back probably. Or no, he is back. He is back. No, not yet. So Brian, unfortunately, is not going to get the points tonight. So it's going to be between Ricky and Roy. As long as Richard stays back. If Richard comes up front, I don't know that anybody's going to beat him in points.
Yeah, Richard staying in back is like your sister paying you to date her.
Where are you getting these? You need different web pages to look at.
All right, we're about to go back to green here at Daytona. Green, 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 green. Here we go. Dakota Floyd down on the bottom side. Nice restart. And, oh my goodness. Something's starting to smell like cow dung up in here. Oh. Lucy Ghostie's up front. Mike Mitchell on the outside, dragging along Travis Smith. And Burt Wilson in the 70 machine. Meanwhile, Dakota, Nick Hunt, and Tommy Haynes on the bottom side. And look out, in behind Tommy Haynes, Michael McCauley, Vern Bradley, and Roy Hyde.
Mike was caught up a little bit on the outside with that last accident. Don't know if that's slowing him up any or not, but right now it appears to be doing okay. He was a little slow in restart. Don't know if that's his car or if that was him. But
look at the bobbing back and forth Michael McCauley and Vern Bradley are doing. It's like they're tap dancing out there. They're just like swing to the left and swing to the right and whatever. Okay, maybe not tap dancing, because I don't know what tap dancing is, but apparently. Look at this bunch of cars, and look at this. Ray Chast Jr. amongst all of them. And that's 718. Oh, what a beautiful shot that is. Oh, my goodness. Mike Mitchell getting a little loose up there. I don't know if Travis took a little air off of him, but they're going to, he's sweating balls right now.
he's trying his damnedest to stay up there. We've seen past races where Travis has been able to just push like a workhorse all race. So
push like a dope dealer. What? No. Square dancing, perhaps. There you go. That's what I was actually thinking about. I said damn dancing.
I don't know. I think the only dancing you ever do is the hokey pokey. So
you've been watching my OnlyFans again, haven't you? We're going to keep on right here because we got a couple loosey-goosies there. Mike Mitchell's kind of gets out there, and Travis just gets a little bit of a will run on him and gets him a little loose. And look at that. That case pulling the John Deere around the track.
You wish.
Okay, it's Castro, but it's close. Travis Smith, look at it. Did you see that in peek on the outside there? He's peeking. He's peeking.
It almost makes me wonder if if they are having issues with that car a little bit.
Which car?
Mitchell.
Mike Mitchell?
Yeah.
And there we go. Look at that. I told you he was looking. He's looking. He's not quite there yet. Burt Wilson in the 70s just sitting back there going, oh no. It's kind of like watching drunk drivers on a Saturday night. Nick Hunt going to pull it up there in front of Mike Mitchell. And now they got that other line going, and maybe that's what Mike's been waiting for. Garrett Helmlinger coming up. As Burt Wilson drops down in behind Ray Chess Jr. No, I'm still going to say that Mike Mitchell probably wouldn't pass a alcohol breathalyzer. Why these white lines keep moving? And look at this. Tommy Haynes in the 17 moving up in behind Dakota. Ray Chess moving up along with him. Inside line, trying to keep Dakota out front. Nick Hunt on the outside.
You don't want a picture to shake it all about?
OnlyFans, Scotty OnlyFans. Side by side racing here at Daytona. How long before they break out the 3 wide going into the turn? Travis Smith is not happy.
I think if he could find the spot, he would have been up front right now.
Kind of looks like me coming home from work. Get out of that damn lane.
The third line is trying to form there.
Yeah. Dakota able to keep it out there in front. Doesn't really have anybody drafting him. And Mike Mitchell is closing in on Nick. And Nick is going to drop down. Mike Mitchell doesn't really sure where he's going to go. New race leader, Nick Hunt. Car number 8. John Doe. All right, here we go. Look at this. We got Tommy Haynes. He's going to jump up to the outside. Garrett going to jump in behind Mike Mitchell, and Travis Smith is just shaking his head going, what the hell? Here comes Dakota on the outside. Tommy Haynes closing in right in on Nick. Garrett on Dakota. And Ray Chess Jr. back up in the top 5. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yellow, yellow, yellow. It can't happen. It just cannot continue. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. Looks like Ray Chess is going to get a little loose, get up there in front of Mike Mitchell. A lot of damage on that car. Hood's off, fenders off. Oh, no. And then he comes right down into Roy Hyde. Roy Hyde goes up into the outside wall and then gets tagged again by Mike Mitchell. Ow. Jeez. Beats. My goodness. He's going to slide up the track in front of Mike Mitchell. Mike Mitchell's going to smack him right there on the head.
Mike actually came down.
Into Roy and then back into. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at it from a different angle. What do you think?
Let's see what kind of fancy stuff the camera guy's got.
Yeah, let's go with a chopper cam. A topper. Get to the topper. Michael Mitchell. No. Yeah.
He did go up.
Oh, what a hit. Roy had nowhere to go, and then Mike Mitchell's going to T-bone. It kind of looks like Texas Department of Transportation trying to pull me over last night.
Vern hitting the brakes hard to try not to hit him.
Yep. Let's go ahead and take a look one more time. Let's see. We got Mike Mitchell, Ray Chest, John Sanu gets by. Travis Smith drops down to the inside. Roy, look at Roy. Roy's doing like, what the fuck? I can't go nowhere. Roy's going to come down to the track and the 53, and here, look, Vern Bradley doing everything he can. Literally stopping on the track. All right, let's get back into the grid up.
Yeah, that last shot, it looked like they both kind of moved like.
Yeah.
Like
Looks like one was kind of going up.
Ray Chest came up a little bit, and they just ran out of room between.
Yep. The parting of the waters, and they cometh together. One going up, one going down, just doesn't work out. Denise says that's not Mike's fault. And you know I'm not going to argue with her. I don't argue. Here we are at Daytona International Speedway for the Florida Growers 250 here on WFO Racing Network. We are under caution number 2.
So, that took out another point leader guy.
Roy Hyde. Ouch. Maybe Richard doesn't have to do anything. Maybe Richard's just sitting back there going, hey, I got a 10-point lead. I don't have to do anything.
Because then it's after Ricky, Roy, Brian, it's Lance and Vern. and they are 20 points behind. So they need Richard to stay to the back.
Communications is coming in from Stewart's pit crew. They are unfortunately out for this evening, and they will be packing up their car. That is unfortunate. Up in the lead. You just hate to see it. You just hate to see a car and a driver doing so well, and just a tough night for the Stewart crew. But meanwhile,
Brian
back
Miskell coming back out saying, "I'm not done yet, guys."
Meanwhile, we got Dakota Floyd back up in the front again tonight. Again after a second caution. Lights are out. Let's go ahead and get a chopper cam here on this restart. Amy Contracting chopper cam. Well, I chopped that all up, huh? We're the best contractor. Amy Contracting, where the best contractors are found on Angels List. Is it Angels List? No. What is it? Angie's
List.
Angie's List. That's where he gets all his jobs. I mean, that's what I was told.
Oh,
Anyway.
really?
That's what I was told.
Angie's List is the way to go, huh?
Yeah. I got a picture frame that I need mounted. I need a TV put up. Stay away from the bandsaw or the circular saw.
Table saw?
Table saw. Whatever. Something with sharp blades. Green, green, green. We're going back out. And look at this. Nick Hunt with a tremendous restart. Dakota Floyd forgot he had third. Tommy Haynes coming in behind Dakota. Dakota getting there. Go, oh shit! I do got more than 2 gears. Look at this, Burt Wilson. Look at the pressure Burt's putting on Garrett already on the down inside. Travis Smith is in behind Burt, and it is a terrific, clean restart at lap 37. I think it's about time. Let's go ahead and crank it up. All the way to the rear. Not really sure what happened there. Let's see here. Let's go back and take a look. Looks like, two cars tried to have the same space once again. And hey, look at that. John, dude, she thinks my tractor's sexy. Look at him mow that lawn. Now that's how you use a deer. One more time. Just because it's so. Yeah, Tommy Haynes thought he was clear, came down. And I guess he didn't see the green and yellow. I will say this, though. Nick doing a really good plow line right there and keeping it under control. Back to the race. Dakota Floyd back up in front. Travis Smith. And what is that? Who is that? Burt Wilson. Burt Wilson in the back there of Travis. Travis Smith is going to go ahead and try his luck up front. Dakota Floyd second. You got Vern Bradley right on the back of Burt Wilson. Dakota's going to jump up. What's going to get it, the inside or the outside line? It looks like they're pushing Dakota back up towards the front. Tommy Haynes still shaking up over there. The last one, well, look at it this way, Tommy. There ain't nobody on the left side of your car this time. Burt Wilson and Vern Bradley pushing Dakota to the front. I don't know if they're trying to get him to the front or just get to the front. Oh, no, no. Oh, my goodness. Travis Smith making a little bit of contact with Burt Wilson. Let's go and take a look at that.
Not appear to be happy with that.
Oh, I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it in time. God bless America.
Are you able to rewind?
Oh, here we go. Burt, wow. Burt, well, my goodness.
Burt kind of saying, "Get out of here, kid."
Yeah. Burt Wilson coming down a little bit. I think whoever was supposed to install the left side mirrors kind of, I don't know, forgot. Where's Nation? We'll take one more look at that. Burt getting a little loose in there behind Dakota, just enough to tap, and Travis is off into the wild blue yonder. Ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Great job keeping it under control. That grass is slick. Either that or he's just trying to show off Nick. Either way, the groundskeepers are happy. Meanwhile, Burt Wilson's going to go ahead and take the lead up front, and look who is behind him. Vern Bradley. They've been kind of doing this all night tonight. First, he started out with Michael McCulley. Now he's switching over to his teammate, Burt Wilson, and here they are. 1 and 2. Dakota Floyd 3. John Sanu 4th. Garrett in 5th. What's that going to do with the points? Vern is up front. Burt Wilson's up front. You don't know, do you? You don't know, do you, smart ass?
I'm looking. That's not going to be enough points. Richard Holland's currently running in 9th. They need Richard to drop back.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that
We all know
31.
that Richard is not going to do that.
Yeah, Richard's not going to go, oh, yeah, let me go take, somebody say free hot dogs and beer in the pits.
What does Nathan's probably doing that?
The unfortunate part is, yes, it is free hot dogs and it is free beer, but you also have to get it from Nation, who's completely naked.
And that's a hot dog that nobody wants.
Oh, and there is our current leader right there, the 31 of Richard Holland. Like you said, currently up 4 spots in the number 9 spot. Meanwhile, up front, Vern Bradley, Burt Wilson, Dakota's going to the outside. Johnson looks like he's going to follow him. And that's going to leave the inside for Rick. Just Rick. Going to slide down into that spot.
Nobody would want to do that to ketchup or mustard, Scotty.
It's one of those hands dispensers or pumps. Dakota. Johnson is going to push Dakota back in front of Burt Wilson. Maybe. Mike Mitchell, you can see him going down there on the inside, missing half the car.
I'm coming too, guys.
Yeah, something about the aerodynamics in that doesn't look like it's going to be doing too good, but God bless him for coming back out on the track and sticking with it. Vern Bradley, Burt Wilson, Dakota Floyd, Johnson, Josh Rick, and Garrett Helmlinger.
Maybe you'll get it by the end of the season. Oh, wait.
It is. Hey, I'm not calling him Jur anymore, at least.
What are you doing? We are watching and announcing a race.
I'm talking about my boys. WFO. Shame on you. Brazy's not an asshat. There ain't enough hat in this world to cover that.
Yes, there is, and you got pictures to prove it.
Well, I got pictures, all right. Here we go. 50 laps down, 40 more to go. See how easy and quick I did that math? Uh-huh. I've been practicing.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't even have to carry the one this time. Vern Bradley gets up Bert's ass anymore. There's only going to be 4 wheels on that car. Oh, don't want to touch that. You don't want to go down there and touch that tape. That's an instant trip to the outside wall. All right, Brazy, who's in the top 10?
All right. In first place, currently up 10 spots, you got Dakota Floyd. Burt Wilson is in second, right behind him. 14 spots so far. John Sanu is on that outside. He's currently running third. Vern Bradley is on the inside of him and is currently running, well, now he's running fifth because Garrett decided to go running. Garrett and Vern battling for fourth and fifth right now. Rick Vagone is sixth. Ivan Jones and Tommy Haynes are battling for seventh. Mike McCauley is ninth. And Richard Holland currently running 10th.
Richard Holland sitting back there. Taking advantage of those 10 points.
He is. If the race were to end right now, he would win it. Points-wise, anyways.
Well, good thing the race isn't over yet. Dakota Floyd mastering his way back to the front there, and now your current leader. He's been out there all night long.
All night long. All night long.
Look at this. Paul Patterson and TJ Lee running 11th and 12th in the back of the pack there, or towards the back of the pack. Lance Yancey, Travis Smith, and Nick Hunt. But they're kind of sticking right with it. TJ Lee going to be coming in behind Richard Holland. Definitely worse teammates to pick on Daytona than Richard. Get in here behind him. Going to be up there. $55 laps down, 35 laps to go. Again, no carry in the one there, Crazy. And you thought I didn't pay attention. Look at this. Johnson New going to move up in behind the 14 of Vern Bradley. Vern Bradley taking a look at it and saying, I might be able to do something here. I wonder if Burt Wilson is down there. I wonder if Burt realizes he's pushing the wrong teammate.
Well, I mean, at the same time, Johnson New then is pushing the wrong teammate.
All right, everybody's pushing the wrong teammate. Meanwhile, Richard Holland back there on a Sunday drive just kind of he's got his cell phone, watching YouTube videos, ordering lunch. Grubhub, do you deliver? Well, with 35 laps to go, and so far, no cautions in this section of the race. What are we looking at on pit road or on pit strategy here? Or is there?
Guessing that they might have enough to go the rest of the way. They might have to stop one more time. I'm not exactly sure 100% as to how many laps they can go on these cars and on this track. So,
Well, you just narrowed it down. You know that, right? Well, they might have enough, or they might have to stop one more time, or they might get... Jesus. Well, thank you for that answer. I'm more confused now than I was before I asked the question. But what I'm not confused about is Dakota and Burt Wilson on the inside. Johnson New going back up. Looked like he was going to come down, but realized at the last second that, hey, just Rick is there.
if I were a betting man, they'd have to hit one more time.
Outside, it looks like the outside lane broke up a little bit. Just Rick, he's moving forward. currently second in points right now. Burt Wilson's going to look like, he looked like he was going to make a move to the outside, and he is. He's going to move up in front of Vern Bradley. Now the teammates hook up. Dakota Floyd and Rick Fergone on the bottom. And teammates Burt Wilson and Vern Bradley on the outside. .30 laps to go. And look at this. Pay attention to this. Ivan Jones up in the midst now in that 53 car. Ivan Jones is going to drop up to the outside. See if he can't catch up to the teammates there, Vern Bradley and Burt Wilson. And he does. And Michael McCulley slides down to the inside. Johnson was like, where the hell did he come from? Ain't nothing sweet about those tarts. Meanwhile, Dakota just being pushed around the track and somehow managing to stay out front. Burt Wilson. Did you see how I just did that? I just blurted out Bert's name for no reason. Tourette's, baby. Tourette's. Holy crap. I just literally. Burt Wilson.
Burt Wilson.
Nothing to say before or nothing to say afterwards. Just Burt Wilson.
He's on the track. On the outside. In the front, on the outside.
Well, we know that Rick is definitely the drafting partner you want. I've seen him come in so many times, coming in second, pushing either his teammate across the line or somebody else and just racing clean. And he's currently second in points right now. Mike Mitchell, we just saw him back out on the inside lane of the track. Oh, Vern getting a little crazy going all the way out to the outside. Well, should we try another crank it up there, Brazy? We got interrupted in our last one.
You can try her.
All right, crank it up. Here we go. Coming to you now. Ron Cameron. go. Burt Wilson finally getting pushed to the front. You got Tommy Haynes up in the mix there, and what do we got going on? Oh, phew. Man, I almost had a heart attack. I thought they were going 3 wide. Too early for that, boys. 25 laps to go. Ivan Jones in the 53 now moving in behind Vern Bradley on that outside lane. So you got 3 and 5. 3 cars on the outside, 5 down on the inside. And I now have the hiccups.
So, apparently read the points wrong. Ricky's only 9 behind.
Okay.
So, as it stands now, if Ricky can finish first and Richard stays in 10th, Ricky will get the win. If he finishes second, they'll be tied.
That's under the
third.
that's under the impression. That's under the impression that Richard Holland is just
Stays
going to
back?
stay there.
Well, it's kind of an interesting thing.
3
And we're
wide.
going 3 wide. It's kind of an interesting thing because he's been steadily sitting in 10th.
Yep.
So is he sitting there
Oh,
and
we're
being
get-
like, listen, Ricky, I'm going to sit here. You can either take it from me or you can't.
You think a little bit of psychological bullshit going on there? Well, I don't know about psychological, but Burt Wilson's going to drive down in front of Dakota Floyd, leaving Vern up there at the top with Ivan Jones. Burt Wilson, your new race leader. Not knowing, I don't think that's going to sit too well. Here comes, oh my goodness. Oh, that was close. That was close. Just Rick on the outside. Vern Bradley's going to drop in behind Dakota, and look at this. Ivan Jones says, what the hell do I got to lose? I'm getting in here. Ivan Jones moving it up to 4th. He's actually, believe it or not, he qualified 3rd tonight. So that man knows how to race this track. To the point where he's pushing, he just pushed Rick Fergone all the way to the front and then some. Rick Fergone, your new race leader.
Now left out to dry.
Now left out to dry, and they are closing the doors on him, slamming them shut. Dirty bitches. It keeps looking like Vern's going to go up the track and get in behind him, but here comes John Sanu. If we look closely, it looks like, yep. They've added a mirror onto John Sanu's car now. And look at this. John Sanu pushing Ivan Jones all the way to the front. And here comes Tommy Haynes behind Sanu. And this is all happening with only 20 laps to go. And they all run out of fuel. Josh, Rick, I don't think that was part of the program. Ricky's just going, wait a minute. Where the hell did you come from? You can see they got a tally sheet right there in front of their car. Okay, Burt Wilson, Dakota Floyd, Vern Bradley. You know, I know where Richard Holland. Wait a minute, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And who said he could play in our sandbox? Here we go, 19 laps. We're getting closer to that non-teammate, non-friendship line where every man for himself. Johnsonu and Tommy Haynes on the outside working it. But look at this. Rick is actually pushing Ivan Jones, and they're actually getting some kind of gap in there now. Enough gap to where Johnson drops down in and says, I'll take that spot. Single file. 18 laps to go. Final race of the year for WFO Racing Network Season 13 here at Daytona. Would this be a good time to, hey, by the way, make sure you punch that like button like it owes you money. Pretend the like button slept with your sister. Punch it, punch it, punch it. If you're watching, you're liking it.
You and the sister? What?
Ivan Jones, what? Punch it like he's dating your sister. Ivan Jones. Ivan Jones says, all right, guys, I had it, man. I had it. I led the race. That was good. Okay, I'm going to back off. Just Rick out in the lead. Johnson in behind. Burt Wilson, Dakota Floyd, and Tommy Haynes is your top five. Vern Bradley's just sitting out that top five there. And Garrett and Ivan Jones. Richard Holland is going to finish off your top 10. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Look at all the cars coming down pit road. They do not have these. They're just going down there for a splash. Look at this. You got Mike McCauley. Oh, no, we got a wreck on the front straightest. Oh, no. That's not going to register either. I don't know what happened. It's not going to register. It's on pit lane, but we had a collision on pit lane involving at least four of the lead cars. Burt Wilson, Dakota Floyd are able to get out. Garrett's able to get back, but Michael McCauley, Vern Bradley, Tommy Haynes, not a very good thing to happen to them right now. Meanwhile, Rick Fragone and John Sanu up here in front. And look at this. Richard Holland moving himself up to third with Lance Yancey. And who is that? Who is that? Is that Brian Miskill?
It is.
Unfortunately, he's still alive. But it sounded good. I mean, it was really good, you know. Meanwhile, you got cars coming in. Paul Patterson. You got cars trying to merge in. Leaders trying to get by. Oof. That was a scary moment. Leaders going around Vern Bradley. And here comes, oh my goodness. Here comes the rest of the crew. You got Rick Johnson, Lance Yancey, Richard Holland, all coming down into pit road at the same time. I'm
Little less chaotic on their entrance.
little less chaotic on that one. Man, I wish I had a replay button for the pit road. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Rick has got his splash and back out on the track. Garrett, Bert, and Dakota coming around the outside. Run the outside, run the outside. Garrett Helminger is out in front. Bert Wilson in behind. Dakota Floyd third. Johnson in fourth. Rick Fergone dropping down to fifth. And we've got 12 laps to go. Are they going to be able to tighten it up? TJ Lee moving up 12 spots to number 6. He's looking at doing trying to get a top 10 tonight here at Daytona. Meanwhile, the gap between TJ and Richard Holland is pretty substantial, but hey, over 8.5 seconds. Paul Patterson is not going to pull out the caution. But let's see if we can take a look at what happened. Paul Patterson on the outside. Michael McCauley just going to get up and looks like he took the air off and down he went. Down he went. One more quick look. And then we got to get back live. Oh. All right, let's get back, Garrett. Hard hit into the wall. We don't want to miss any of the action up front. Garrett is your leader. Dakota Floyd second. We got 10 laps to go. If they're going to do something, they better start formulating a plan. And what's this do to your point structure?
Right now, Richard Hollow will win it. Richard has to drop to 10th, and Ricky has to win for anything to change.
Man, you know that's killing them. Having to pit with 20 laps to go. But, hey, when you run out of go-go juice, you just run out of go-go juice.
This is true.
I think, you know what, I just decided. I'm just going to call him Hemi.
Hemi. We
Garrett-
call on Hemi.
Garrett Hemme out in front.
Ah, gotcha.
Doesn't look, they're staying patient. 7 laps to go. Stress is building, at least for me. Ugh. Mike Mitchell right there with his half car, going to stay out of the way of the leaders.
Hey, gotta give him credit for getting the race lead,
Hey,
or the race laps down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Way to stick with it. Six laps. They're all judging each other right now. Is he soft on the inside, soft on the outside? Or I could just be full of shit and they'll end the race just like this. What's up, Vicky? And there we go. We're splitting apart. Dakota's going to the outside. Burt Wilson with him. So with same thing with Just Rick. 5 laps to go. Let me adjust my pacemaker, take my blood meds. Burt Wilson's going to push Dakota towards the front.
So, I've been watching the numbers and stuff here.
Uh-huh.
Richard knows what he's doing. Richard knows where he's at with points.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Otherwise, Richard'd be right up here with these guys. But he's definitely not pushing it tonight.
Because when he came out of the pits, he was sitting in 7th. I was watching his speed. He was running 175 for multiple laps. He's dropped to 10th, and he's back at 183.
Meanwhile,
He
up here
knows
in
what
front.
he's doing.
Meanwhile, up here, we got Burt Wilson pushing Dakota Floyd to the front. Garrett got John and Sanu in there, and we've got 3 laps to go here at Daytona. Are they anybody who's going to make the move? Somebody has to make a move. Garrett getting a good push there from John Sanu and down at the bottom. And look at this, TJ Lee sticking in right with John Sanu. TJ Lee moving up to 6th spot. Last race of the night, John Sanu kind of moving up. Same time, Burt going down there. Oh my goodness.
Getting tight.
Getting tight. Somebody give me a lemon. Inside joke. Never mind. Sorry. Two laps to go.
Now Are we going to see 3 wide or are we going to see a caution?
It's hard to say. It's final lap right now. This is it. This is anybody. Got to do something. Bert looks like he's going to the outside. Dakota just said, no. Bert Wilson getting right up into him. John Sanu down on the inside, trying to push Garrett back towards the front. Bert Wilson getting a little squirrely. Oh my goodness, they touching doors on a final turn coming down. Who's it gonna be? Garrett. Garrett is gonna win. Garrett, Dakota Floyd second, Johnson new third. Unofficial results. Look at this. Look at this guy right here. TJ Lee finishing fourth tonight here at Daytona.
It looked like Ivan Jones came out of the pits and caused some havoc back there.
Okay.
If you click on where he left pit lane, I'm wondering if you see it there.
What the hell is this? Why is Bert Wilson going in reverse? Well, let's see here.
Try doing it where he came out of pit lane.
Where did he come? Oh, Bert Wilson went off track.
Right before that.
Ivan Jones gonna come. Ivan Jones coming up, and Bert Wilson having to check up. Yeah. Let's go back here. Yeah, Ivan Jones. Yeah. There it is. He's down below the yellow. Bert had to check up and got schmucked by the 33, Brian Misko. Meanwhile, back at the front here, we got Garrett. Garrett Hemme. Dakota Floyd, John Snow, your top 3 for tonight. As they do a little bit of celebration. Okay, why can I not get a camera on Garrett? Thank you. And look at this. Having a little party down there tonight. That is, well, it's unofficial. But I think that's your championship winner right there, isn't it?
That's how it looks to me.
I can't give an official word on it until I hear.
Somebody blew an engine.
Yep, somebody was celebrating in blue. But there you go, 1, 2, and 3. Stand by for interviews. All righty, let's get these going. How about you, Garrett? You got a copy?
What's going on?
Well, hey, welcome up into the booth, brother.
Yeah, my first time with y'all.
I know. And I've actually figured out how to say your last name now.
Let's hear it.
Hemi.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's roll with it.
Garrett Hemi.
Why not?
I don't know if that's, well, I know it's not correct, but you know what? It's correctly there. Anyway, congratulations, dude. The Florida Growers 250 here at WFO. What a race, man. Take us through it.
Honestly, it was a whole lot of sit around and wait. It was more like 80 laps of sit around and wait, and I got really lucky with some misfortune on the pit stops there, and just ended up putting myself in a good position coming out. Whooped that ass on the way to the front, and John Sanu sacrificed everything to push me to the end. Really, honestly, Dakota probably would have got me if Bert didn't blow up coming out of 4. So, big shout out to both of them. It was an amazing finish. So lucky to be in that position. It's been a long time coming. I haven't won an Xfinity race in this league in like 2 years, so not a lot of starts in between then. So I'm glad to get it done. And of course, the one time I forget to put on a paint scheme in the all white car.
Well, that's the way it is. If you'd have put a paint scheme on there, it might have been different.
Put a
So-
wreck on that drive.
So that answers the question right there, Brazy. It seems as if Bert Wilson had engine problems. That's why he was checking out, and he didn't have a choice. And Brian didn't realize it, I guess, and smashed into the rear end of him. But anyway, so you got down there, and what was it like to have to pit at Daytona with less than 20 laps to go?
Oh man, I don't really know the right way to explain what it's like to barrel out of turn 4 with 8 other cars, and you guys are all having to go from 190 to 60 in a few hundred yards, especially on 75 lap old tires. That's even an even taller task. But now, doing it for the first couple times, it's absolutely butt puckering. But once you've done it, a few hundred times at this point, it just come and goes. When I tell you, when I saw Vern and Tommy both spin out, I thought my race was over because I thought for sure they were going to end up tagging me in the rear end, and ended up getting through there cleanly. But yeah, it's definitely hair raising, especially with that situation where if you have a good stop, and you come out on the other end, you're gonna have a chance to win.
Well, there you go, man. And you know what? What a clean race, good race. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner tonight here at Daytona, Garrett Hemi. How are you?
Oh yeah, man.
Thank you very much, sir.
Winner. There you go.
All right. Moving right along, we got our next one going, and that is going to be the 24 of Dakota Floyd. We got to find him. He's down there celebrating somewhere. Man, it sounds like Garrett was going to whip my ass.
Well, why would you do?
Well,
You can't say his last name.
I can't
first
say his
of all.
last name, so I changed it to Hemi. He's like, it's Helminger. Okay.
Jesus.
All right. Well, all right. So, yeah. Man, I got to get security up here to make sure I get out of the track okay. Anyway, what's going on? The number 2 driver tonight, Dakota Floyd. My goodness. Take us through the race, brother. You did terrific tonight.
Well, my goal was, like it is every other super speedway, I'm just going to drive to the front and hope for the best. And at the beginning, it was going to become a fuel mileage race. That's for sure. But after that first yellow, it kind of washed that all away, so we could actually run like a super speedway and burn her down.
Yeah.
And coming to that last pit stop, I don't know what happened to the rest of the field that pitted with us, but there was only, 6 of us? 5 of us in that front group afterwards.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of how much can we control this coming to the end, because it was only a matter of time before Bert and Ricky and those guys behind us were going to get out in line and try to make something happen. So we just had to react to that, control the front, and hold on.
And from what I understand, Burt Wilson blew his motor, man. He was chewing everything.
He did. He blew it up about 100 feet too soon, and I lost all the momentum, and Garrett was able to drive away from me. But we held on for a full team top 3, so
There you
can't
go.
ask for more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's win or tonight's second place?
I would just like to thank the league. It's been an awesome season. I'm really glad to see the car count was as high as it was all season long. The racing has been phenomenal, very minimal yellows. So just shout outs to all the recruitment that Vern, McCully, Howe, all those guys did for the league. It was a great season, and shout out to you guys in the broadcast booth. It's been fun watching every race back all season long. So shout out to you guys. You guys did a phenomenal job. Shout out to Mike Mitchell, by the way, for putting in for those plaques for the championship winners. By the way, I don't know if he's getting enough thanks, but he definitely deserves it. He's putting a lot into this league, and all the guys putting in the money for the All-Star race. Definitely shout outs to you guys for that next week.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's next Wednesday.
It is next Wednesday, and I'm looking
Wow.
forward to it. I'm putting some practice in, so
There you
hopefully I
go.
do good.
There you go. Well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. That was your second place finisher tonight, Dakota Floyd. Congratulations, buddy. Man, it was a fantastic race to watch.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys have a wonderful night.
All right, we got, I was thinking about getting another interview here, but I need an official tally.
It's official.
It is official.
Yes.
It for sure.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get our
At
third
least
place.
from the chart that I'm looking at.
Let's go ahead and get our third place finisher ducked out on us. Oh, no, there he is.
There's not.
And we'll figure that out here shortly. Here, how about you, John? You got a copy?
I got you, sir.
Hey, look at you back up here in the booth again.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice 16-1 Motorsports filling the podium today.
Filling the podium. You got Garrett, Dakota, and John. 1, 2, and 3. Fantastic. Take us through the last 20 laps of the race.
Yeah, that was a good run. We had the inside, the three of us, and we were sitting there for a while, and then we're like, okay, sooner or later somebody's going to go to the outside. It's like one of us has to go out there. So one of us has a lead of each line. One of us is going to get a win then probably. That's sort of how you run here. You clog both lines so somebody ends up on the better end of it. One kind of loses, one wins. But Dakota went out there, and then I was like, all right. When Burt went, Dakota's like, I'm going out there. So, and Burt wasn't out there to save any fuel, so we knew he was going to press him hard to get up there. So it's like, all right, we got to run hard now. No more taking our time. So we ran. That last 20 laps was good, hard running. Managing temps were the big thing with these cars, which ended up getting Burt at the end. He couldn't get any air. You could easily pop a motor, and that's what happened to Burt. Coming into, I think 3 it was, he popped. It was temperatures were a thing. You couldn't stay behind and push. Those days are gone with these cars, it seems. The last couple races we have with these. So it's managing temps, managing the gap, knowing when to push so you don't lose too much on the outside, and it's a lot of work for the second car back to do that well. Burt did it well. Like I said, we were side by side for quite a few laps, and I was like, all right, might get a podium. We might. I don't know how this is gonna play out because Burt was pushing. He wasn't up there for 4th. So good running, and it was clean. Another good clean over the line. For a super speedway is awesome. Everybody here raced pretty good. I know there were a couple cautions, but overall good race. Like I said, we're happy with the finish. Things panned out for us with pits and everything. We came out pretty good. So yeah, and everybody for the most part, I thought at least that I was around, ran pretty clean. A couple of errors, through the race. That's going to happen. These cars were surprisingly would get loose, which is typically not a thing for super speedway cars. So handling was actually kind of a thing in a group. So, and everybody runs so tight here. There's not a lot of fudge room.
Yeah.
So overall, pretty good race, I thought. I can't complain. We finished well. Congrats to Richard. Let me say that right off the rip. Champion here again, multi-champion here with WFO. We were kind of watching that too a little bit. Richard had fallen back to 10th, and Ricky was around 4th. We're like, is he going to go for it, try to get up in 1st, make it close? Just don't think he had the room to do that at the end there because there was probably 8 of us, I think, in that final group. Some cars. So, yeah, congrats to my team. Like I said, we all worked well together and try to calculate pits. We ended up pitting on different sequences, but ended up working out, so no complaints.
Yeah.
Good
I'd
race.
have to say it worked out. 1, 2, and 3. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, good race. Hopefully it was a good broadcast. Hopefully the race broadcasted well. So yeah, good race. Very happy again. Congrats to Garrett, of course, for winning and Richard for the championship. Um, I'm sure he will probably agree. It's probably with the level of talent that is increasing here, the skill level. It's getting harder and closer every season.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank for your P3?
Typically my sponsors, major sponsors, Luke Transport, Luke Oil. Without them, they're the ones that put the car in the trailer and beer in the cooler. So can't do it without them. You guys, of course, excellent job again this year broadcasting. Uh, Vernon Howell, the owners of the league, thank you for starting this league years ago. And Michael, of course, for all the work he does as an admin. Doing this is not easy. So thank you to him for without him. He did an amazing job putting together a field this year that turned out to be a great series. Probably the best season we've had as far as cautions, minimal cautions, and the racing level has just been through the roof this year. So it's been a great
Absolutely.
year. Great year on this side. Hopefully, it's a great year for the people watching as well. It should be some really good racing to watch, I hope.
Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, and 3. That is John Sanu, your P3 for tonight at Daytona. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Again, thank you guys for what you do too.
You're
You
absolutely
make
welcome.
you make it very entertaining to watch the day after that you guys do. So good job.
All right. We're going to be moving on here. Thank you, John. We're going to be moving on. We are going to get our
It is
champion.
officially official.
It is officially official. Congratulations to Richard Holland. We're going to get him up here. But before that, I do want to put a big shout out just for some honorable mentions. Big shout out to Mike Mitchell. I absolutely love to watch the sportsmanship. Had a bad accident, just stuck in there with him with it and just kept out there. I love that. I love watching it. And another big shout out, TJ Lee, just shy of his podium. Congratulations on your 4th spot. Up 14 spots tonight there, Brazy.
Most anyone on the track tonight.
Absolutely. So congratulations to him, too. I'm sure we're going to get to have you up here in the booth on a podium real soon. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get the man of the hour or the year of the whatever. I guess it's not just an hour, it's of the year. And let me say, this is no easy task. Okay, John kind of touched on it a little bit. This is my 4th season here, and I'll tell you that this is probably one of the most competitive, clean, absolutely talented seasons. And when the season started, a few hiccups here and a few hiccups there, but this man right here, Richard Holland, what do they always say? The cream rises to the top. And there he is. Congratulations, Richard Holland. You got a copy on DMS and Brazy in the booth.
I got you guys.
Well, there you go, brother. There you go. No matter what. Not a lot. Didn't get a lot. Got a lot of seconds, got a lot of thirds, got a lot of competition out there, and yet you still figured out a way to win the championship. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate that, DMS. Yeah, it was a hell of a season, really. Probably, definitely one of the most competitive seasons in WFO that, that I've experienced in a long time, and I've been here for every one of them the last, whatever it's been, 10, 12 seasons or whatever it's been. So, yeah, it was a great year. We just competed all year long and just tried to stay in the races and get the best finishes that we could. And like I say, there was several guys that could win on every week and did. Yeah, it was a great year. Great clean racing with everybody. Got a shout out to all the drivers because it just was incredible racing, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, good year.
Well, with you being here as many seasons that you have, come on, dead man. Get that shit straight. As many seasons as that you've been here, if there was one sparkling point on this season, what would it be? Besides you winning the championship.
I don't know. To pick one point in the season, I'm not really sure. I mean, I kind of pride myself on being consistent, and you can't win every week. It's just not possible. So, we didn't have a good finish at Daytona, I think it was, to start the season, and we were behind the 8 ball, and just the fact that we kind of just chipped away at it all season long. And I don't know if I can pick one bright spot or whatever through the whole season, but I think I'm just most proud of the fact that we started off in the hole and we just chipped away at it and just kept getting the best finishes that we could and being competitive and just trying to get everything we could every week and just to climb back into it and get into a good spot where we could compete, and that's just what we did each and every week.
Well, and it's dedication to the league, dedication to your profession, getting better, and the practice that you guys put in on this is incredible. I salute you and congratulate you on season 13 championship.
I appreciate that, DMS. I really do. You're right. There's a lot of work that goes into these things, and anybody can compete on any given week, really, usually. And a lot of times people have a favorite track, and, some people are good at road courses or short tracks or this or that. And, then this goes for everybody that competed this year that was in it. And, because the points were really close right up till the end, So for this group of people to compete on every week and bring it on every single week, and to get the most out of everything, to be there at the end is just it does take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and so just congratulations to everybody. Like I said before, just a great season and a great group of guys to race with.
And there you go. Once again, anything you got, Brazy? Anything you'd like to add?
So, like a lot of guys have said, I mean, it's been a great season. There's 41 total cars that were registered that at least ran one race here in this league this year. And out of the 43, you came out on top. So, I mean, it just and the points, the way they ended, they're pretty tight, as you guys have all mentioned. And, it's been great racing and competitive racing. And there's not really one person that's dominating the whole thing. And it's been great to watch you guys all this year. And congratulations on getting that top spot out of the 41 cars.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Brazy. Like I said, you're right, and it really was one of the most competitive seasons. I mean, that can think of just about everybody that was in the top 12, 15 spots or whatever. Just really, you never knew who was gonna run strong or win a race or whatever. And I mean, it usually you have a league where 3 or 4 or 5 people maybe are winning races every week and running up front, but this was like you had several people you had to battle in each and every week, and just so, like I said, so many people that could win, and it just was a highly competitive season, but great racing, and it really was a lot of fun. So thanks, guys.
Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Season 13 champion of WFO Racing Network, Richard Holland. Congratulations, sir.
Woo! Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, we kind of mentioned it and we talked about it, ladies and gentlemen, about this season and everything that's been going on. And I will truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming in this year and making it one of the best seasons that WFO Racing Network has had. That is my feeling. It just, my hat's off to all these drivers that put in the hours and hours of practice and coming here and being here just to put on a show for you guys, because the viewers are absolute kings here. Do you agree with me there, Brazy?
Absolutely.
Well, any final thoughts? We're about to end season 13 here at Daytona. No more Tuesdays until season 14.
I mean, they all kind of said it, John and Dakota, they said, and Richard too, it's been a great season. It's been a competitive season. There's a lot of people that were saying, well, we shouldn't do 13 because it's unlucky. I mean,
I was
don't
one
know.
of them.
It seems pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Seems like it was a pretty good season, a very good season, and on to next season, and hopefully we can get more talent in here and be even more competitive, and who knows where we'll end up.
One of the biggest things that I have to mention about this season is the fantastic, absolute, undeniable job that everybody did on the off season between 12 and 13. What a great group of people that you guys. Usually when the season ends, Brazy, we're looking for vacation. We're looking for that time off, man. I'm looking forward to season 14.
Well, and I mean, not only that. So, if I recall, at the end of last season, there were only 10 cars, 12 cars.
Absolutely.
And we've got 20 here tonight.
Yeah. And with the fans that coming in, it just all around just a fantastic league. My hat's off. Big shout out to Hal Amy. Big shout out to his crew. Big shout out to Vern Bradley. And you know what? A lot of people don't bring it up, and I do want to put out a big shout out to Mike Mitchell going in and sponsoring and getting those plaques for the championships this year. And Michael McCulley for the undying support that he does week in and week out, moderating this. And his job, our job, we get to go home. This is our last Tuesday until season 14, but not Michael McCulley. He still has to work in and every week. And so, hey, my hat's off to them.
I guess the question is his job get easier now or get harder now?
Oh, it's got to get harder, man. I mean, can you imagine sitting there watching Vern Bradley with a calculator or a pencil and paper trying to figure out points? I mean, we're talking about a guy. Never mind. He's got to be up till midnight, 1 o'clock. Well, I got to carry the one, and then this is 13th, and
Well, I was meaning as far as admitting during the races versus going out and doing recruiting now.
oh, I know.
Which job's going to be harder for him?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's never going to get easy for him. I mean, how do you compare it?
But he did a great job this year.
He absolutely did. Well, Hal jumped up here, and I don't know where the heck he went. I thought we were going to get some congratulations from one of the owners here, but he dived back out of here. I don't know. Anyway, there he is. Well, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Are you here? How about you, Hal? You got a copy?
I am here, buddy.
There he is. There he is. What's going on, buddy?
Just want to thank all of our drivers. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Vern. I want to thank Michael McCauley for a great season.
Absolutely. And, you got an inside track, maybe a little bit of Hal Amy next year?
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Well,
Man, a few words.
Absolutely. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much as a viewer for coming in every single week, hitting that like button, sharing it, doing whatever. The numbers look great. We didn't get to our goals this year, but you know what? Goals are just meant to try and reach. We'll get there next year or next season. Brazy, any final thoughts tonight?
I've already said them.
Brazy says he's
more.
already said them,
I got
all right?
nothing more.
Well, there you go. On behalf of WFO Racing Network, I have been your host this season, Dead Man Strolling, with my partner here, Brazy Bull, Sir Brazen Bull. We want to thank each and every one of you. God bless as you go home. Be safe. And remember, without you, there's no us. God bless. See you tomorrow. We're out of here.
Later on, everybody.